I'm always searching for the most perfect moisturizer. I chose L'Oreal Berma Venesis with Procylane and Habergama Passe.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most iconic SNL characters that started out as audition pieces and were so impressive they had to make it onto the show.
The cartridge is out of ink. Repatriation!
Number 10, Mandy, Heidi Gardner. It's always fascinating to watch a character evolve from a rough concept in an audition to a fully realised personality on stage. In August 2017, Heidi Gardner auditioned with a character known simply as your cousin that you haven't seen in 25 years.
I'm not crying, but I'm definitely in shock. I'm devastated. Oh shit, I gotta go. Yeah, he died.
This was one of her well-honed creations from her time at the Groundlings, and as we know, it helped her land a spot on SNL. Just a few months later, Gardner brought the character to the screen, this time with the name Mandy, or Pretty Mandy for those in the know.
So, do you still go swimming?
Yeah, I still swim sometimes.
Yeah? And do you still eat candy?
Yeah, I eat candy.
Yeah, good for you, man. Yeah.
In the December 2017 episode hosted by James Franco, Mandy made her debut, subtly belittling her cousin's Hollywood success while touting her own incredible achievements like hitting a bullseye.
What about you? How you been?
Me? Really good, man. In October, I hit the bullseye.
A bullseye, like in darts?
Yeah, man. I was the only person at Quickies to hit a bullseye that day.
Number 9, choking victim poster model, Bowen Yang. In his relatively short time on SNL, Bowen Yang has established himself as one of the show's most distinctive talents, known for turning the ordinary into the absurd. One of his most surreal inventions remains the man from the choking hazard posters, displayed in restaurants all over the world, a character that first appeared during his audition.
Yeah? Oh, I was thinking it was like a piece of bread or like a dry cracker.
After joining the cast in 2019, Yang fleshed him out with even more quirks, giving him a cult following among restaurant staff and pairing him with a female counterpart, played by host Scarlett Johansson.
He's choking on his gum. Do something! I don't know how. I'm just a model. I got this. Come on. Don't go to sleep on Mama now. Oh my God! You saved him.
His audition also included a hyper-intense SoulCycle instructor, another gem that made its way to the show after he was hired.
Abraham Lincoln died. It didn't have to happen. Poor guy. If I would have been there, I would have stopped it. But I wasn't. Will you be? Let's ride!
Number 8, Althia McMann, Sherry O'Terry. Sherry O'Terry's audition for SNL was as strong as it gets. The Pennsylvania-born comedian arrived fully prepared with 3 well-developed characters she had already written detailed and hilarious jokes for.
Captain Chase, my teacher, Mrs. Fitzgibbons, her husband's a pilot, and he came to our school to tell us about his job. And then we had a test, and I got an A. So Miss Fitzgibbons said that I had the right stuff.
So it's no surprise that one of them, Althia McMann, eventually became a recurring favourite. Althea is a hyperactive child with a knack for annoying pilots and bus drivers, and occasionally blurting out inappropriate comments. The character first appeared on the show during O'Terry's first season, in a sketch with Chevy Chase, who played a pilot gradually losing his cool.
My teacher, Mrs. Fitzgibbons, her husband's a pilot, and he came to our school to tell us about his job. And then we had a test, and I got an A, so Mrs. Fitzgibbons said that I had the right stuff.
If you need proof of just how airtight O'Terry's audition was, look no further than this sketch, as much of it was lifted almost word for word from the routine.
Say hello to Baywatch Barbie.
Hello, Baywatch Barbie.
She's not a bimbo, she's a lifeguard!
Number 7, Mr. Peepers, Chris Katan. Before joining SNL, Chris Katan honed his sketch comedy skills in several improv troupes, including the Groundlings. It was there that he created Mr. Peepers, a manic half-human, half-monkey creature who is typically unveiled by a scientist before proceeding to demolish apples at lightning speed.
Peepers! Peepers! What is the color of a stop sign? Red. Excellent. Yes. Recently, my research team visited the Amazon and uncovered something truly remarkable that I'd like to share with you right now. Hop, hop, hop.
The character first saw the walls of the SNL stage before Katan even landed the job. For his audition, the actor showed up in full costume, down to the prosthetic ears, and was already spitting out apple chunks like a machine gun.
Now, notice how protective Papa Peepers is of his son. No, Papa Peepers, no!
By the time he officially joined the cast, the character was practically a ready-made hit. Over Katan's 7-year tenure, Mr. Peepers became one of his signature characters, popping up about a dozen times. Number 6, Raz Trent, Andy Samberg. In the SNL 50 Beyond Saturday Night documentary special, former cast member Bill Hader recalled arriving for his audition and meeting another comedian there with a bag full of props. That comedian was Andy Samberg, and one of those props was a white mop-like wig he later used during his audition.
Oh my god, that wig is atrocious. Looks like Milli Vanilli.
The white guy with dreads. Excuse I! Blessings everyone, and welcome to this super Irie board meeting.
Inspired by someone Samberg encountered while growing up in Berkeley, California, the character was a white man with dreads who appropriated Rastafari culture. After Samberg was hired and began managing the digital shorts arm, he refined the character, naming him Raz Trent, and making him the star of a Lonely Island song.
My roommate Nick is an ignorant baldhead. Now chant down Babylon midterm essays, then puff from the chalice I be made from a Sprite can.
The short, which satirizes Trent's misguided attempts to embrace Rastafarianism, aired during the show's 34th season.
Red stripe shop a ragamuffin in culture. Me night nurse never want to plant the corn. Skiddly whoa, diddly, skiddly biddly biddly.
Number 5, Penelope Cruz, Kate McKinnon. Kate McKinnon joined SNL near the end of season 37 and immediately made it clear that she was a force to be reckoned with. In her very first episode, she played a version of Penelope Cruz alongside host Sofia Vergara in a Pantene commercial parody.
These are the shampoos right there. Okay. And then you're just going to need to read your lines right off that teleprompter right there, okay? Should be nice and easy. Okay. All right, here we go.
While Vergara effortlessly breezed through her list of simple words, McKinnon was stuck struggling to pronounce tongue-twisting chemical compounds. But this was not McKinnon's first rodeo with this character.
Like ammonium lauryl sulfate, alkyl benzene phosphonate, selenium sulfide, and T-dijondiene.
She had performed it multiple times before, including during her SNL audition just 1 month earlier. Although the producers are known to retain stone-faced during auditions, McKinnon's performance was so funny that you could clearly hear laughter in the background.
It's naturally molly and nerpe bergafel in a tough skin layer, leaving skin feeling torrid with a duilio. L'Oreal, pick up your birthday.
Number 4, Feracito, Fred Armison. There's no shortage of bizarre characters in Fred Armison's SNL repertoire, but Feracito was one of the first to truly cement his place on the show. A Venezuelan nightclub comedian, Feracito was inspired by Armison's experience watching Puerto Rican musician Tito Puente perform live.
I must have spent an hour on the toilet.
Feracito, there is no toilet in our dressing room.
Ay, Dios mío!
Ay, papi!
The character accounted for nearly all of Armison's audition, and it left SNL producers in stitches. Not only did they realize they had to hire Armison, they knew Feracito would be a hit.
People think that Latin music is all about things like Shakira and Enrique Iglesias, but we have a lot more to offer, like menudo.
Ay, Dios mío!
As a result, during Armison's first episode, he debuted the character on Weekend Update, reusing the same routine that had won over the producers. Feracito quickly became a fan favorite and was expanded from a Weekend Update guest to headlining his own recurring sketch, Showbiz Grande Explosion.
Look, excuse me. Yeah. Doing comedy is like making love to your wife, okay? You sweat a lot, you make funny faces, and if you're bad, the audience demands their money back.
Ay, Dios mío!
Number 3, Margaret Joe McCullen, Ana Gasteyer. The NPR radio show parody Delicious Dish starred Ana Gasteyer and Molly Shannon as co-hosts Margaret Joe McCullen and Terry Rialto, exploring mundane and painfully dull culinary topics.
I'm asking Kris Kringle for a wooden bowl, some oversized index cards, and a funnel.
Ooh, a funnel. That'll be great for funneling.
I know. I feel like a glutton.
While it might seem like the sketch was designed for both characters from the start, it actually began as Gastia's brainchild. She first introduced the concept during her audition, already having the character name and radio show format mapped out.
Hello, I'm Margaret Joe McCullen, and you're listening to Delicious Dish.
Margaret Joe McCullen made her debut on the first edition of Delicious Dish in season 22. The same season, Gastia joined the cast. The character went on to become a staple on the show, appearing over a dozen times, most notably in the episodes hosted by Alec Baldwin and Betty White.
I have to say, your balls are so tender.
Well, there's no beating my balls. They're made from a secret sweaty family recipe. No one can resist my sweaty balls.
Number 2, Target Lady, Kristen Wiig. Auditioning for a show as legendary as Saturday Night Live must be a nerve-wracking process for any comedian. But watching Kristen Wiig do it, you could tell that she was right at home. Wiig came prepared with a lineup of fully fleshed characters, including the now iconic Target Lady.
I'm sorry that I smelled your candle. Right now we're having a sale on all of our holiday candles. God, I hope someone walks up soon so I can say welcome to Target. I just want to say welcome to Target to somebody. Welcome to Target!
This overbearing and overly enthusiastic employee, with a penchant for irritating everyone in her line of sight, had already been part of Wiig's repertoire since her days at the Groundlings.
The other day I zipped down so darn quickly I flew into my neighbor's yard and threw her legs and ended up next to her Acura.
Okay, I'm sorry. My girlfriend's waiting in the car, so.
You're what?
The character impressed the show's producers enough that they added Wiig to season 31, even after it had already premiered. According to one producer, many of Wiig's audition pieces also made it onto the show, including Aunt Linda, the perpetually unimpressed film critic.
Here's a novel idea. Hey, chef, stop doing so many sit-ups in your Calvin Klingers and hire more people. They're understaffed, and I didn't learn how to cook one thing. Rachel Ray would be rolling in her grave.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Frank Henderson, Will Ferrell. In his very first sketch on Saturday Night Live, Will Ferrell played Frank Henderson, a dad at a neighborhood barbecue who periodically breaks from his calm demeanor to yell at his sons.
You've been showing off for the Taylors, is that it? I'm gonna put on a little show of my own.
The sketch was an instant hit with the audience, and it was a clear sign that Ferrell was destined for greatness on the show. But before Henderson won over the audience, he already impressed the producers who saw a version of the character during Ferrell's audition.
I'll tell you, I lost 4 balls off that first tee. Yeah, no, I took a 12, and I was fine after that, but boy, you're right, that hole's a... If you don't get off the shad in 2 seconds, I'm gonna shove this spatula into orifices you didn't know you had. Now get off the shad! But yeah, it was anybody want a burger?
While the live sketch was enhanced by the shocked reactions of Henderson's neighbors, Ferrell made it just as compelling during his audition, despite being alone on an empty stage. There was no way SNL was letting that guy walk out the door.
It's hard, it's expensive, and yet we keep playing it. Huh? What's up with that? It's kind of funny. Get off the goddamn shad! Off the shad! Get off the shad! Get off the goddamn shad!
What other SNL characters do you think were born before the cast members even joined the show? Let us know in the comments below.
I'd give Barbie a couple of what-in-those and forgive.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.